native land. True patron love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
An extra innings sacrifice bunt or a walk-off bunt in the 13th inning was all that separated these two teams just a few months ago. Some of the names on the back may have changed, but the names on the front haven't, and the passion in this stadium certainly hasn't gone away. Welcome, everyone, to Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. It is an early season matchup between two teams with high expectations this year as the Okotoks Dawgs are set to take on the Lethbridge Bulls. My name is Peter Klein. Thank you very much for making us a part of your Sunday afternoon as I make my maiden voyage here on the 2025 season. Dawgs hoping that it is a victorious one as the first pitch has been thrown out. And so we are just about ready for baseball here this afternoon in southern Alberta. The Dawgs rocking the all-black jerseys, which are probably a little toasty as the sun starts to beat down here in Okotoks. Defensively, for the Dawgs, it'll be Nash Kroll over at first base, Brendan Paez at second, Ricardo Sanchez is at short, Eric Matchy is over at third base. Left to right in your outfield, it'll be Jake Skaggs, Aiden Krause, and Barry Eisman. And as mentioned before, the battery for today's game, the catcher is going to be Jason Areola, and the starting pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs is Cade Langford. Langford will be making the start here for the Dawgs as he is out there throwing from the right-hand side out of Southwest Baptist University. 17 games with that team out of Missouri. 5 starts, 27 and a third innings pitched, an 0-5 mark, 15 strikeouts, 16 walks, and a 9.88 ERA. Most of those are improvements from the previous season. He comes to us out of Houston, Texas. So we are just about set. We'll let you know the umpires for today's game. First, our home plate umpire is Marcel Rosetto. At first base, it'll be Jeff Wang, and at third base, it is Chris Hartley. Langford getting his final tosses in on a busy day across the WCBL. As a number of teams in action here on this weekend slate. So leading off, it is going to be Jalen Ryan for Lethbridge as the center fielder makes his way over into the right-handed batter's box.
Leading off for Lethbridge is center fielder number 7, Jalen Ryan.
It'll be Jalen Ryan followed by Lee Matsuzaki and Carter Clairhout as Langford gets ready. First pitch. Nice breaking ball drops in. It's 0-1, and we are underway. First pitch coming to you at 2:06 p.m. The 0-1. Another breaking pitch fouled away, and it is quickly 0-2. Mentioned before, Langford, couple of years over at Southwestern Baptist University. As we hear the Jaws music for the first time today, Langford from the stretch, comes ready. The pitch hit hard up the middle. Circling that as Paez makes the play. Throw to first is in time. And there will be one down. Smart by Paez. Get that momentum going over to the first base side. Sure-handed with that glove. And he is able to get the out. And that will bring the right fielder, Lee Matsuzaki, to the plate. As the lefty will step in.
Number 10, Lee Matsuzaki.
Langford ready. First pitch, chop foul, 0-1. So there's one away here. Matsuzaki steps back into that left-handed batter's box. Langford comes set. Pitch misses low and in, and the count is even at 1-1. Outfield playing straight up, as is the infield. Langford comes ready with it, the 1-1. Fouled back. That one is over everything. Makes a loud noise off of the overhang here. Took a wicked hop back and ends up being a souvenir for a fan with the count now 1-2. And the pitch chopped over to the right side. Kroll has it, and he will make the play for the out. Matsuzaki barely left the batter's box, as looked like he may have chopped that one off of his foot, maybe, or there's a bit of a hobble there anyway. Second out is recorded as a couple come over to check on him. And that'll bring Carter Clairhout to the plate. Someone that WCBL fans all know quite well.
First base number 23, Carter Clairhout.
So the big lefty steps in with nobody on and 2 away. Here in the top half of the first inning. First pitch swinging, first pitch drilling. Deep down the right field line, hooking toward the corner, and it's foul. Just got out in front of that one, but Clairhout showing some of that power that can make him a pretty dangerous player at the top of this Lethbridge Bulls lineup. But for Langford, just a very loud strike one. That one also loud, also flied out, this time to left field. Skaggs says he's got it. Proves himself to be correct, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Langford here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go into the home half here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. Dawgs looking to strike first. Welcome back, everyone, to Siemens Stadium. Peter Klein back with you. Home half of the first inning. And it'll be Aiden Krause leading things off for the Okotoks Dogs. He'll be followed by Ricardo Sanchez and Jake Skaggs against the Lethbridge lefty. Brett Gates, first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1 for, Brett Getz. Screwed that up a couple times. Apologies for that. Coming off of a 15 appearance season out in Arizona. Swing and a miss there from Kraus, and quickly it is 0-2. For Kraus, coming off of a couple of seasons at Chandler Gilbert Community College, which has been a pretty consistent pipeline for the Okotoks Dawgs. Now getting ready for time at the Indiana University in Bloomington. So that pitch just missed on the inside, and it's 1-2. Gets this season 15 appearances, 3-2. Did have a save as well at Eastern Arizona College. 26 innings pitched, 4.85 ERA, a whip of 1.81, and multiple strikeouts, 36 of them, in fact, as that pitch misses up and away, and it's 2-2. Kraus even in the count out of Gilbert, Arizona. 2-2 pitch goes the other way with it, and it is foul. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Mentioned before, offense hasn't really been an issue for the Dawgs so far this season, but trying to get in the win column for the first time, as that one misses up and away, and now a at bat where Kraus started behind now has him in a full count. Does have plenty of speed, had 56 stolen bases this year at Chandler Gilbert Community College, so not a free pass you want to be issuing. The 3-2, foul that one back, and we'll do it again, as he just got a piece of it. You can kind of see, just in the wardrobe, some of the choices people have to make today, as there's the hoodie, it looks like, under the jersey, but also the sleeves have to be rolled up, because it is getting a little bit toasty out there. The 3-2. Watches that one catch the outside corner, strike 3 called.
Batting second on the Pittsburgh State, the shortstop number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
And so now it'll be Ricky Sanchez, who got into his first game action with the Dawgs earlier. This is his second game. He is 0 for 3 so far this year, but did walk a couple of times and score a run. First pitch to Sanchez, skips slow and in, 1-0. Last time these two teams played, Sanchez was the one who delivered the walk-off bunt, helping the Dawgs en route to a three-peat. The 1-0. Fouls that one back, and it's 1-1. In the postseason last year, Sanchez hitting .406, 13 hits, 5 of them extra base hits, had 10 runs batted in, and walked twice as often as he struck out. The 1-1. Misses that one, low and in, and it's 2-1. Sanchez, always a fan favorite out here in Okotoks, has been with the Dawgs for as long as many remember anyway, as that pitch drifts outside, and it's 3-1. You could hear during the pregame introductions and then again when he was introduced at home plate that there is quite the amount of support for Ricardo Sanchez. The 3-1. Misses inside, and Sanchez is on board with a walk. So an RBI situation for Jake Skaggs. Makes his way to the plate now for the first time in this one. Skaggs out of Pittsburgh State University in Springsteen, Missouri.
The left fielder, number 3, Jake Skaggs.
Skaggs off to a red hot start here with the Dawgs. 3 for 5 with 2 doubles and a triple. Takes that pitch on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Four home runs, 41 RBI with Pittsburgh State University for Skaggs this year. Sanchez with a healthy lead over at first. Gets checks him a couple of times. Pitch fouled back, and it is quickly 0-2. Sanchez will run. That hasn't necessarily been as big of a part of his game with the Dawgs the last couple of seasons. Just 3 steals a year ago, 12 the season before that. Plenty of speed over at first base anyway for the Dawgs. Skaggs looking to work out of a hole. It's 0-2. Pitch fouls that one off, and we'll do it again. The ever dangerous Nash Kroll waiting in the on-deck circle. And the pickoff attempt there, a bit more dangerous coming from the left side, but Sanchez had a beat on that one and will get back in. This the debut season for Skaggs with Okotoks. Looking to make an impact. Already has made an impact. Does have an RBI, as mentioned before. 3 hits, all of them extra bases. The 0-2 catches the outside corner, strike 3. Another backwards K provided there from Getz, and quickly there's 2 down.
The cleanup batter out of Reinhardt University, the first baseman, number 44, Nash Kroll.
And that'll bring Nash Kroll to the plate. 8 home runs in 33 games a season ago and kept rolling with a fantastic season at Reinhardt. Still with the no batting glove approach as he fouls that one off, 0-1. Kroll this season, .525 on base at Reinhardt. Takes that one for a strike, and it's 0-2. Skaggs has been all around the zone after a early walk there to Sanchez. Or Getz, sorry. We'll get that one right. Sanchez is running the pitch high and tight. The throw to second is not in time. It's a stolen base for Ricardo Sanchez, and with 2 down, the Dawgs have a runner in scoring position for Kroll, who knows how to handle that. Nash had 55 runs batted in for Reinhardt this year, where he hit .360 with 17 home runs and a .525 on base. Sanchez runs again. The pitch grounded over to short. Charging this one. Throw to first is in the dirt. Scooped on a nice play by Clairhout, and the inning is over. So the Dawgs threaten, but they do not score. We go to the second inning here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks, still waiting for the game's first run. Jack Kaliski is up now for Lethbridge as we get ready for the second inning. It'll be Kaliski, Turner, and Rufford for the Bulls in a scoreless tie. Breaking pitch lined into left field, racing after, and that not going to get there is Skaggs. This ball goes to the wall. Digging for second is Kaliski. The throw is cut off. It is a stand-up double for Jack Kaliski, waiting on the breaking ball, and he drilled it into left field. It is a lead-off double for the Bulls here in the second. So now it'll be Will Turner, the third baseman. with a runner in scoring position. First pitch. Takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. So some tension now here for Langford. As that pitch skips away. Back after it is Areola. Heading to third now is Kaliski. And the threat continues here for the Bulls. With the first run of the ball game now just 90 feet away. Pitch was a ball, so it is 1-1. Next one, tagged into center field. Kraus coming over. He'll play it on a hop, and it bounces away from him. In to score is Kaliski. Into second is Turner. And the ball gets away at second base and goes all the way to the Lethbridge dugout now. Heading to third is Turner. So that'll be a tricky one to score, but nonetheless, a run scored for Lethbridge and a 1-0 advantage here in the second inning. As Turner and Kaliski just trade places over at third base.
The catcher, number 17, Drew Buford.
So now it'll be Buford, and he fouls this one away. I believe I said Rufford before. Sorry, it is Buford. The 0-1. Missed outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss there. Big strike for Langford, and it's 1-2. Buford standing at 5'10" in that right-handed batter's box. Swings through that one. Strike 3. A big strikeout there for the first K of the afternoon. And that'll bring Pulls to the plate.
It's now number 27, Axel Pulls.
So Axel Pulls, the shortstop, takes that pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Langford looking to settle down and keep that runner stranded. The 0-1. Chopped. Foul, and it's 0-2. Capacity crowd here, or close to it anyway, at Siemens Stadium today. Everyone out in the sunlight. It was overcast earlier today, and does seem like that is certainly not an issue now. Langford ready with the 0-2. Chopped over to the right side. Paez will play it on a hop. The throw to first is in time. The run will score. It is a 2-0 game now for Lethbridge on the RBI ground out there from Axel Pulls. So it is 2 away now, and that will bring Blanchard to the plate.
Left field number 24, Taylor Blanchard.
No one on now. 2 runs in, but 2 away for the Dawgs. First pitch is a strike to Blanchard. Working those corners early is Langford. The 0-1. Breaking pitch misses low and in. 1-1. Again, everyone back at regular depth with nobody on and 2 away here in the second. Breaking pitch. Just got a piece of that one. It also got a piece of Areola, our home plate umpire, just making sure that he's all right. And the count now is at 1-2. The pitch. Drilled. Deep left field. Going back on it is Skaggs. He will turn and watch it go. A solo home run for Dalen Blanchard as he gets all of that 1-2 pitch and deposits it into the left field seats. 3-0 Lethbridge, their third run of the inning. That one was tattooed by the number 8 hitter for the Lethbridge Bulls.
Second base, number 5, Brennan McTavish.
And so now it'll be Brennan McTavish coming to the plate. So we needed to get a new ball in there. So it looked like Langford had kind of settled things down, an 1-2 count, but that pitch was drilled. So that one's fouled back now, 0-1. Bulls with 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits. There was an error on the play that allowed Turner to score, or allowed Turner to get to third, sorry. The 0-1 misses up. 1-1. I would imagine probably a double and a 1-base error would be the call on that. But they tend to not ask me about those things. The 1-1. And this one is drilled over down the right field line, hooking toward the corner. And that one's gone. Back-to-back home runs from the bottom of the Lethbridge order. Brennan McTavish goes deep to right. A solo home run. It's 4 in the inning for the Bulls. And a 4-0 lead here in the second. Another pitch that he got all of. Just hammered out to right field. And the Bulls opening it up here in the second inning at a stunned Siemens Stadium. So now it'll be Jalen Ryan up the plate. And he bloops this one into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. With 2 away, it's been home run, and now single for Ryan. And that'll bring Matsuzaki to the plate. It is a 4-0 Lethbridge lead here in the second inning. In the second inning. So many times last year we would see Okotoks do this to teams. Now it's the other way around. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. There is no activity down in the Okotoks bullpen. So this is Langford's to wear right now. He comes set. The 1-0. Hit hard over to second. Paez has it. Throws it to first. And that will end the inning. But not before the Bulls strike for 4. And a 4-0 edge. How will the Dawgs respond? We'll find out in the home half next, right here from Siemens Stadium. Now here for the home half of the second inning, it'll be Paez, Eisman, and Matchy in for the Dawgs, who now have some work to do, down by 4. That first pitch to Paez missed for a ball, 1-0. Now 2-0. Good patience up at the plate for Paez. Out of the University of Utah, redshirted this season, and with the academy, split time at second and short. The 2-0 hits this ball hard to first base, knocked down by Clairhout, and he will make the play for out number 1. Which will bring Eisman to the plate now.
University of Montebello right fielder number 28, Barry Eisman.
Pretty good ovation for the returning Barry Eisman, who is up with 1 down here in the second inning. Eisman was part of the championship winning team a season ago. First pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Eisman hitting .317 last year with a couple of home runs and 25 runs batted in. Was unavailable for the postseason run, but a big part of what was happening here in the regular year. In this lefty-lefty matchup, he takes for a strike. It is 0-2. He disagreed slightly, but the count remains now at 0-2. Fights this one off over to the left side and down for a base hit. Excellent piece of hitting for Eisman, and the Dawgs have their first base runner their first hit, of the afternoon. A single there for Eisman.
Illinois State University, third base, number 13, Eric Matchey.
And so now it'll be Eric Matchey coming to the plate. Again, a player that fans here in Okotoks have seen develop over the last little while. Breakout year with the Dawgs a season ago. Fouls that one off. It is 0-1. Matchey was big coming in late at the end of the season for Okotoks, hitting .480 in 7 games. And has worked his way through this fantastic Okotoks development system. The 0-1. Put a bit more oomph behind that one, but still fouled the other way. It's 0-2. Matchey out of Illinois State University. Got into 5 games with them this season. The 0-2. Takes that pitch low, and it's 1-2. Out of Edmonton, Alberta, with Matt Van Slyke waiting on deck. And the pitch in on the hands, fouled back, and we will do it again at 1-2. And Matchey will step out, as that probably has the hands stinging a little bit. Excellent pitch on the inside part of the plate from Getz. Now the 1-2 again. Chopper over to third. Tough play, but a good one. Throw to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Dawgs are arguing a little bit as the throw made McTavish kind of hop there at second, but our umpire saying that he came down just before Eisman could get to the bag at second. So it's a fielder's choice with Matchey racing out the double play. And it'll be Matt Van Slyke coming to the plate now. Still some pretty good speed over at first with Matchey. This ball hit to second. McTavish charges, throws, and ends the inning. So the Dawgs get a hit, nothing more. We go to the third inning here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. The Dawgs trailing by 4. So it'll be Carter Clairhout leading things off now for the Bulls in the top half of the third inning. First pitch in for a strike. It is 0-1. Clairhout flew out to left field to close out inning number one. That pitch misses low and away, and the count now at 1-1. Langford comes set. This ball is drilled deep right center field, going back to the warning track at the wall, and that one's gone. Third home run of the ball game for the Bulls, and a 5-0 advantage for the roadside here on a Sunday afternoon. Clairhout got every bit of that pitch to deep right center field. And that'll bring Jack Kaliski to the plate. First pitch in for a strike there. It's 0-1. So again, Langford having to settle down after a tough start to the inning. The 0-1. Misses low and away, 1-1. Full credit to the Bulls for this one so far, as they are all over a lot of these pitches. The 1-1. Breaking pitch chopped over to the left side. And it'll be 1-2. Tough to tell from up here. Doesn't look like he's missing his spots all that much, Langford. It's just some excellent hitting here from the Bulls. Now the count at 1-2. Chopped foul. I don't know how that didn't hit either Areola or our umpire. Ball ricochets back into play. So we stay at 1-2. It'll be Kaliski, Turner, and Buford. If anyone getting on polls, one run already in this inning on the home run from Clairhout. The 1-2. Breaking pitch blocked by Areola, and the count's even now at 2. And the pitch. Breaking pitch just missed outside. Areola gave it an extra look. Umpire said no, and that has led to a bit of a discussion. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Langford, his second of the ball game. And there is one away with Turner now coming to the plate.
Third base, number 15, Will Turner.
Turner with a RBI, we'll call it a double, back in the second inning. Big swing and a miss there, 0-1. He would later come around to score on a ground out. That made it 2-0 at the time. And the pitch misses inside, 1-1. This ball is hit well, out into center field, not deep. Catch is going to be made for out number 2, as Kraus was there for the play. So quickly now 2 away after the leadoff home run. And it'll be Drew Buford coming to the plate. He struck out back in the second inning.
Catcher number 17, Drew Buford.
Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Hits his ball hard to the left side, through into left field for a base hit. Diving effort there from Matchy, but it is a single for Buford. He gets his first hit of the ball game, and it is again, potential for a 2-out rally, as a lot of the damage that Lethbridge did in the second inning came with the pair away. Blanchard and McTavish each hitting home runs.
Excellent balls.
This pitch skied over to the left side, and that one is out of play, 0-1. The 0-1. Catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Langford checks the runner over at first. Comes ready. The 0-2 pitch misses up and away. 1-2. Looking to limit the damage here with pulls to the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped over to the left side. Charging in his Matchy. Sets. Throws to first in time, and the inning is over. But the Bulls get one more. Another home run from Carter Clairhout gives them a 5-0 edge heading to the bottom of the third here in Okotoks.
Club, the catcher, number 29, Jason Ariola.
Jason Ariola leading things off here in the bottom half of the third inning here at Siemens Stadium. Dawgs in a 5-0 hole. First pitch misses low, 1-0. It'll be Ariola, then back to the top of the order for Aiden Krause and Ricardo Sanchez. The 1-0. Ariola takes, and it's 1-1. Ariola this year at the University of Colorado Pueblo, hitting .320 with 11 runs batted in and a .426 on base percentage. The 1-1 takes on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Working very quickly out there as Brett gets today. The lanky lefty comes set. The 1-2. And it hit him. As you could see, that black jersey ruffle a little bit as the pitch goes past. And the hit by a pitch will get the Dawgs another base runner here in the third inning. They've had a runner on every inning so far, just haven't been able to cash. As we go back to the top of the order for Aiden Krause. Struck out looking to start the ball game. Ariola with the lead over at first. Pitch hit up the middle, caught. Throw to second for 1, back to first, and 2, a double play. Fantastic fielding there from Getz. I think he was expecting to come back actually a little bit harder than it did. Hesitated on it, made the play, and gets the out, and just like that, there is 2 away. For Ricardo Sanchez, walked in his first at bat, stole a bag. Born in Mexico. Takes that pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Sanchez been with this program for so long. That pitch misses up and in. 1-1. This championship three-peat that the Dawgs have going right now. It's been a big part of all of it. The 1-1. Misses inside, 2-1. You like from Getz, not necessarily worried about the inside part of the plate after hitting a guy. Some young pitchers will try to stay away from that, but he has been right back pounding the inside of the zone. The 2-1. Missed low and in, and the count runs 3-1. The ever-patient Ricardo Sanchez. Again, a .486 on-base percentage with Pitt State University Gorillas this year. The 3-1. Sailed it high, ball 4. So Sanchez is aboard with a 2-out walk, and the inning continues for Jake Skaggs. Skaggs struck out looking back in the first inning.
Left field, number 3, Jake Skaggs.
And again, Skaggs looking to build off the momentum of a good year also at Pitt State University, where he had .287 with 4 home runs and 41 runs batted in. Has Sanchez over at first. His collegiate teammate. Sanchez not running. The pitch high and tight, 1-0. Sanchez with the stolen base earlier. Another good lead over at first, the 1-0. That one fouled straight back, making a couple people jump, and it's 1-1. Looking to extend the inning for Nash Kroll on deck. Long look in now from Getz. Comes ready. Checks back at first. Now he's ready. The 1-1. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. Getz has been pounding the strike zone so far this game. Already a couple of strikeouts. Both of them came in the first inning. A couple of walks, both to Sanchez, and they hit by a pitch. The 1-2. Hard hit over Claerhaut's head at first base for a hit. Sanchez running on contact. He's digging for third and getting the wave as the ball gets away out in right field. In to score comes Sanchez. Into third with an RBI is Jake Skaggs, and some much needed momentum for the Dawgs. It's 5-1. The ball skipped away out in right field. A tough one there for Matsuzaki, but a big break for the Dawgs allows Sanchez to score from first. Skaggs into third. It's an RBI and likely a bit of an error on the play as well. And a 5-1 game. Now it's Kroll. Hard hit into center field and down for a base hit. In to score comes Skaggs, and the Dawgs have a couple. It's now 5-2. Nash Kroll, always delivering in the RBI situations, comes up with another one there. And now Paez looks to keep the line moving with Kroll over at first. Paez misses inside, 1-0. Paez 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And the 1-0. Fought off over to the right side. This is going to stay fair. No. Claerhaut caught it in foul territory. That ball had all different kinds of spin on it and was drifting over to foul territory. Claerhaut saying he caught it in fair territory. Our home plate umpire disagrees. And I will leave it to you to figure out which of those opinions stuck. So the count now 1-1 to Paez, with Kroll over at first. Dawgs with a bit of a counterpunch in this inning. It's 5-2. Hard hit but foul, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Watch that one all the way, and it's 2-2. Kroll not exactly a threat to run, although he did have a couple of stolen bases last season and had a couple with Reinhardt a couple seasons ago. The 2-2. Flared out into right field. Settling under it and making the play is Matsuzaki, and he will end the inning. But not before the Dawgs strike for a pair. It's now 5-2 as we head to the fourth here from Siemens Stadium. Coming to the plate is Dalen Blanchard, hitting a home run in his last at bat. As we welcome you back, top half of the fourth inning, Peter Klein back with you as that pitch misses up and away. It was quite the hit for Blanchard. He was able to drill one, making it 3-0 at the time. Takes a pitch as we're back in live action now here. That pitch missed, and it's 2-0. Popped it up. Back behind home plate. Over to my right. That one is a souvenir. Count now 2-1. For Blanchard, continues a hot start for him as it gives him now 3 home runs this season. Was hitting .750 coming in, so some big contributions from him at the bottom of the lineup. Langford comes set. The 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. They've hit that breaking ball a couple of times. When it is working, that is a filthy, filthy pitch. And to have the confidence to throw that with 2 strikes is quite impressive. Just gets those hitters off balance a little bit more. The 2-2 again. Another breaking pitch hit hard to third. Matchy, nice play. It's a long throw. It's a good one. And he got him. Fantastic play over at third base from Eric Matchy to get the out over at first base. That is a long, long throw across the diamond for out number 1.
Second base, number 5, Brennan McTavish.
And that'll bring Brennan McTavish to the plate. He also went yard in his first at-bat of the ball game. That was his first hit of the season, coming in 0 for 8. But again, a lot of those early season stats can be a lot of noise in those early on as he took the first pitch and now drills this ball out into center field. Long, long run, but a good running catch out there in center field. A fantastic play from Krause. And there's 2 down. Looked like it was going to be not a routine catch, but at least a bit of an easier one. And that ball just kept slicing and slicing and slicing away from him. So now it's back to the top of the order, Jalen Ryan. Flares this ball out to right. Settling under that and making the play as Eisman, and the inning is over. It's a 1-2-3 inning. The Dawgs needed that. The Bats look to stay hot in the home half of the fourth. Next, here from Okotoks.
Number 28, Barry Eisman.
Barry Eisman will lead things off in the home half of the fourth inning here at Stevens Stadium. Dawgs trying to get back into it now, down just a couple. It'll be Eisman, Matchy, and Van Slyke for the Dawgs, facing the lefty back out on the mound, Brett Getz. First pitch, in for a strike, it's 0-1. Eisman with a single and was forced out at second. In his first at bat, his second hit of the year in his second game. Fouls this one back, and quickly it is 0-2. Eisman, in his first year with Reinhardt University, hit .320 with 6 home runs and 30 RBI after a season with the Montevallo Falcons as well. Really came into his own this year at Reinhardt. That pitch misses outside, 1-2. No activity in either bullpen. There are a couple of Dawgs standing where people would be warming up, but it doesn't look like the actual warm-up is happening just yet. Getz comes set, the 1-2. Just missed outside, 2-2. That outside corner has been rather kind to both pitchers today. But that one apparently just missed it, so it's 2-2. And the pitch. Hard hit, no, more flared actually, out to left field. Racing over after it is Blanchard, and it drops in for a hit. Eisman is in at first base. Couldn't have walked it out there any better as it bloops into a Bermuda Triangle in left for a leadoff single for the Dawgs, and that'll bring Eric Matchy to the plate.
Third base, number 13, Eric Matchy.
This is Matchy's second game of the season. Second game action. He's 0 for 1 with a walk coming in. As that pitch skips inside, 1-0. Matchy reaching on a fielder's choice back in the second inning. Part of a lot of success in this Okotoks organization. Hits this ball hard to short. Nice play. Caught over at shortstop there by Pulls. Axel Pulls. Looked like that one might at least find the dirt, but he's able to snare that one on a lineout.
Designated hitter, number 11, Matt Van Slyke.
And that'll bring Matt Van Slyke to the plate. Van Slyke grounded out to second base in his last only plate appearance of the ball game. One away now here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch fouled away, 0-1. Taking a look at some scores out of town, it is Swift Current with a 2-1 lead on Medicine Hat. It came in the top half of the fourth inning. The 0-1. Even though it's only the fourth, you just kind of expect Medicine Hat's already going to be at like 15. Moose Jaw with a 5-1 lead over Weyburn. That game in the top half of the third inning. And Energy City with a 5-0 lead over Brooks in the top of the second inning. Out in Brooks, where we all know the ball can travel out pretty quickly. Count here even at ones. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. On a healthy cut there from Van Slyke. Out of Mineral Area College in Missouri in Whitby, Ontario. Just 16 games this season, but still hit over 300. Pitch catches the inside corner, got him looking, strike three. And a big second out of the inning will bring Jason Ariola to the plate.
The catcher, number 29, Jason Ariola.
Ariola was hit by a pitch in his only plate appearance back in the third inning, back up here in the fourth now. Looking to get on with a little less discomfort this time around. Making what I believe to be his regular season debut here today, at least plate appearance-wise. Could be mistaken on that. Either way, count now 1-0. And he flares this ball out into left field. That one's going to be trouble, but it's going to be caught. Nice play by Poles, who makes a couple good plays this inning. That one brings it to a close. So the Dawgs get a hit and nothing more. To the fifth we go here at Siemens Stadium. It's a 5-2 Bulls lead. It will be 2-3-4 coming up for the Lethbridge Bulls here in the top half of the fifth inning. Welcome back to Siemens Stadium, everyone. Peter Klein with you as we continue on now into the fifth. It'll be Matsuzaki, Clairhout, and Kaliski. Matsuzaki entering the game hitting 600. Takes that one for a ball, 1-0. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. Hard hit, but foul, 1-1. Matsuzaki in his first year with Lethbridge out of Honolulu, Hawaii, attending Southern Arkansas University. The 1-1. Checks, and it's 2-1. And the pitch. That one misses outside now, and it's 3-1. Been a bit of a tough afternoon for Langford. Haven't seen him walk many. Just a quick scan of the score sheet. Don't believe he's walked any so far. The 3-1. Finds the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Jaws theme plays as the Dawgs starter looks to work his way back into this one. The 3-2 pitch. Hard rolled over to second. Bobbled by Paez. Shovels it to first, and they get him. Not the cleanest of plays, but it goes down as a 4-3 putout, just like all the others, and there's one down for Clairhout. Carter Clairhout got into one in his second at-bat of the ball game, a home run. That made it 5-2. Nice little bit of added insurance as he has been off to a hot start this season. Hitting .556, that was his first round tripper of the year. And he drills another one into right field. Going back on it as Eisman, still going back, and he'll play it off the wall. Clairhout digging for second. The throw is a good one, but not quite in time. That was a bang-bang play at second base. A heck of a throw from Barry Eisman, but couldn't quite get it there in time. A double for Clairhout. And the Bulls have a runner in scoring position with one away. Here in the top half of the fifth. Clairhout just absolutely drilling them here today. No real surprise from someone who has been certainly a factor before for these Lethbridge teams. As that'll be Jack Kaliski. Takes a pitch in for a strike there, 0-1, so one away. Runner now at second base for Kaliski. Got into a couple of games in the postseason for Lethbridge. Last year hit 133 in the postseason. Rolls this one to short. Tough play here for Sanchez. The throw to first is in time. Clairhout advances to third. That is some heads-up base running from Clairhout. You generally assume pitch hit over to the left side. That's not going to advance you. But saw that A, it wasn't hit the hardest, and B, saw that it had a bit of a wicked spin on it, and also basically hit behind him by the time he took 2 steps off. Allows him to get to third base. So a nice read there. That'll be 2 away, drawing a meeting out on the mound for the Dawgs. And discussion of how to attack things here against Will Turner. Turner with a RBI double back in the second inning. He would also come around to score. And then he flew out to center field.
Base number 50, Will Turner.
First pitch, Clairhout bluffs down the third base line. I don't believe anyone really thought he was going, as that one catches in for a strike, 0-1. Good to have the manager, the pitching coach come out, have that conversation, just settle in, focus only on the batter here. The 0-1, in for a strike, 0-2. And that is a big run over at third base. Dawgs working their way back into this one a bit, down by 3. So some nice insurance for Lethbridge on the third base side as that one's fouled away there. And it'll be 0-2 again. Breaking pitch, nicely done, got him looking, strike 3 called. A big strikeout there for Cade Langford, ends the threat and the 5th. We're halfway home here at Siemens Stadium. The Dawgs trying to battle their way back in it. It's a 5-2 game here in Okotoks. for the home half of the fifth inning, and it'll be Ricardo Sanchez coming to the plate for the Dogs. Sorry, Aiden Krause, then Ricardo Sanchez and Jake Skeggs. Krause grounded into a double play in his last at-bat. Struck out looking as well in the first inning, so 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Bottom of the fifth, Dogs down by 3. This ball hit hard to short, but caught by Pulls for the out. Have to like the contact there, but right at the shortstop. For the out now, it's Ricardo Sanchez.
Shortstop, number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
Sanchez walked and scored in the third inning. Also walked and stole a base in the first. First pitch, misses up 1-0. Sanchez looking for his first hit of the season. As that pitch misses inside, 2-0. Sanchez has walked twice this year. Check that now, 4 times. Has walked 4 times, scored twice, and has 3 stolen bases. This is up now, 3-0. Getz has been pretty efficient so far today, with the one exception of Ricardo Sanchez at bats. That one's in for a strike, 3-1. Well, I mentioned before, Sanchez has kind of been that way throughout his career. 486 OBP this year in college. Back at Barton, he had a batting average or an OBP over 500, and he walks here for the 3rd time today. So the batting average doesn't move, but the on-base percentage continues to grow, and that'll bring Jake Skeggs to the plate. He had an RBI double back in the 3rd inning.
Left field, number 3, Jake Skeggs.
So Skeggs 1 for 2 comes to the plate. Doubled and scored back in the 3rd. As the Dogs look to battle their way back into this one. Pitch sails over his head. Sanchez will make his way to second. And the Dogs now have a runner in scoring position here in the 5th inning. That one will be a wild pitch. So no extra stolen base for Sanchez, but still. Dangerous threat now over at second base. Be an interesting wrinkle if Sanchez was back running for the Dogs. As, like we said, that's not something he's used a ton lately, as that pitch now skips the other way, and it's 2-0. There is some activity now in the Lethbridge bullpen. From our vantage point, can't quite make out who that is, but it is someone. The blue glove, if that helps. Nothing happening over on the Dog side, as Getz comes ready now with the 2-0. Checks back at Sanchez, and the pitch. Takes that one up, and it's 3-0. With Nash Kroll waiting on deck. Skeggs off to a hot start this season with the Dogs, hitting .600 in the first couple of games. Well ahead in the count here, 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's a ball. So 2 men on for the Dogs here in the 5th inning. And that will draw a meeting out on the mound. Things have gone pretty well for Getz. Coming off of retiring 3 in a row after a leadoff single in the 4th. But here in the 5th inning, a hard line drive to shortstop that was caught by Pulls. And then walks Sanchez. A wild pitch gets him to second, where he would have been by this point anyway, because he also walked Skeggs. And that will bring Nash Kroll to the plate. So a lengthy conversation about how to handle the power-hitting first baseman. Had a home run in the postseason last year. 8 home runs in the regular year for the Dogs. Looking for his first home run of the 2025 campaign for Okotoks. He hit plenty this year at Reinhardt. One swing could tie the game. First pitch. Skips in for a ball. It's 1-0. That is one thing about Nash. He is not just up there as just a dead red power hitter. On base percentage of .525 this year for Reinhardt, where he hit .360. Sanchez at second. Skaggs at first. The pitch drilled. Deep left field. Going back on this one is Blanchard to the track at the wall, and this game is tied. A 3-run home run for Nash Kroll. His first of the year for the Dawgs, and they have battled all the way back to pull even 5-5 here in the fifth. As he absolutely tattoos this pitch deep to left field. That'll be the end of the day for Brett Getz. As Nash Kroll goes yard, his first of the year, ties this game at 5. Tough end to the day for Brett Getz, who was very good, but just ran into a speed wobble here in the fifth, and that will bring about a pitching change. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment here from Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. So we have a brand new ball game as Brandon Paez comes to the plate. Facing right-handed pitcher Tyler Pauly into his first game with the Lethbridge Bulls. Pauly out of Our Lady of the Lake University, born in Fisher, Texas. First pitch hits the outside corner 0-1 to Paez, who is 0 for 2 in the ball game. The 0-1. Missed up 1-1. Pauly this season with OLLU got into 16 games, 0-1 with 3 saves. The 1-1 clearly throws hard. It's 2-1. Walked 16, struck out 25, and an ERA of 5.61 and a 1.61 whip. That one misses as well, and it's 3-1. It's an 8.77 K per 9 for those keeping score at home. The 3-1. Rolled over to short. Played by Pulls. Long throw is in time, and it's out number 2. Pulls is just a magnet over there at shortstop. There was a strikeout looking in the fourth. But aside from that, for the balls that have been put in play for outs, he has had the last 4. And that'll bring Barry Eisman to the plate now. Eisman with a couple of singles in this ball game, looking to keep the inning rolling here in the 5th. Dawgs already with 3. Coming from 5-0 down to tie the game up as that one's fouled straight back. 0-1. Eisman hitting .317 with the Dawgs a season ago, coming off of a very good year at Reinhardt where he hit .320. The 0-1. Takes that one for a strike. It's 0-2. A couple in the crowd disagreed with that one. Eisman's going to give himself a second to get set. In 2023, Eisman was a GSC all academic honoree. The 0-2. Sails on him, and it's 1-2. Might have been a case of the reliever Pauly just trying to throw that one a little bit too hard, getting a little too amped up, trying to put this inning away. So Getz going 4 1/3, giving up the 5 runs, struck out, I believe, 3. The 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2. Eisman looking to keep the inning going with Matchy on deck. Pauly comes set. That bright blue glove, the 2-2. Misses outside, and Eisman is battled all the way back. It's 3-2. That glove out there for Pauly. This is a dated reference for most, but certainly a one that brings back for people of a certain vintage Juan Guzman memories with that blue glove. The 3-2. Fouled out of play. I'm going to assume that the college player out of Fisher, Texas, that's not necessarily the motivation on that one, but for the Canadian millennial sitting behind home plate, that is where the memory goes. Is the count now 3-2, still to Eisman. Pauly comes set. And the pitch. Fouled that one off. And a good at bat here from Eisman, if nothing else, getting a chance to see everything that Pauly has. As this certainly won't be the last time that they see the hard-throwing righty this season. And the 3-2. Miss low, ball 4. Excellent at bat from Barry Eisman. Draws the walk and keeps the inning going for Matchy. Matchy reaching on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning and lined out to short in the 4th. So runner at first base, 2 down, bottom half of the 5th inning. And what's turned into a very good game at Siemens Stadium. Breaking pitch misses up and in. It's 1-0. Matchy still looking for his first hit of the season. Has worked his way through the Dawgs program back in 2022. Part of the BCS National Championship All-Tournament team. And that one hit him. So Matchy will get his base. And with 2 down, back-to-back runners on. A walk and a hit by a pitch brings Van Slyke to the plate. Matt Van Slyke, 0 for 2 in the ball game, grounded out to second in the 2nd inning, and struck out in the 4th. For the Dawgs designated hitter. Looking to keep the line moving in a great inning for the Dawgs, who have tied this game up. Big swing and a miss. That pitch on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And Slyke with a 500 OBP this year at Mineral Area College. The 0-1. Misses up and in, 1-1. Paulie comes set. Checks the runner back at second. Comes home, pitch outside, 2-1. The Dawgs' patience is showing through here. And again, Van Slyke, the 500 OBP this season out in Missouri. 408 on base percentage this season before. The 2-1. Catches the outside corner, 2-2. Big pitch there. Now the 2-2 again. Misses outside, and the count's full now, 3-2. So the runners will get a head start. On this 3-2 pitch with Eisman at second, Matchy at first. Base hit could give the Dawgs the lead for Van Slyke here in the fifth. Paulie comes set. The hard-throwing righty delivers. The pitch misses up, and the bases are loaded. Two walks and a hit by a pitch have loaded the bases here in the fifth. Already a 3-run home run in the inning from Nash Kroll tied it. Now it's Jason Arriola coming up with the bases juiced. Arriola getting to his first at-bats of the season in this game, was hit by a pitch in the third. Flew out on a blooper to short back in the fourth. Last season, he got into 33 games with the Dawgs, hit .226 with 16 runs batted in. But is coming off of back-to-back excellent seasons at the University of Colorado Pueblo. This year, in 28 games, he hit .320 with 11 runs batted in and a .426 on-base percentage. Chance to give the Dawgs their first lead of the game. Misses outside, 1-0. And some more activity now down in the Bulls bullpen. Misses up and away, 2-0. Paulie gets the sign and now comes ready. In for a strike. 2-1 is the count. And the pitch. Misses low and away, 3-1. It's Jacob Hagman going to the bullpen for the Bulls. In a big RBI spot here for Arriola. The 3-1. Fouls it straight back, and the count is full. So a running start for everybody. Eisman walked. He is standing at third. Matchy was hit by a pitch. He's over at second. And Van Slyke, recently walked, is at first. Arriola looking for his first big hit of the year. The 3-2 misses outside, ball 4, and the Dawgs take the lead on a walk. 6-5 Okotoks. The patience from Arriola does get credit for the RBI, and the Dawgs have hit around. And so now it'll be Aiden Krause who lined out to short earlier this inning. Looking for a hit to bust this open now. The pitch sails, and it's 1-0. An eventful bottom of the fifth. Started with the Dawgs down 5-2. They now have the lead. With Krause at the dish out of the Indiana University Bloomington. That one misses up and in. It's 2-0. And Paulie is looking frustrated out on the mound. A perfect day for baseball here at Siemens Stadium, and the crowd getting into it with a lot to cheer about this inning. The 2-0 misses outside, 3-0. Krause again patient this year at Chandler Gilbert Community College. The last 2 seasons, an OBP over 450. So a good sense of the strike zone. The 3-0. And he hit him. That one caught Kraus flush. He is in some discomfort. It'll be one of the more painful runs he brings in this season. And you hope that he is okay. That one caught him right flush, and he is... It looked like he was heading to the dugout. He does make his way to first base. And he is going to have a bit of time to adjust to things as one run scores. It's 7-5. That, of course, secondary to the health of Kraus, who looks like he's going to be all right, at least staying into the game. And that's going to do it for the afternoon of Tyler Pauly. So he will get pulled. Another run scores. It is 7-5 Dawgs as we continue here in the fifth.
The short shot, number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
So it is Ricky Sanchez at the plate. Dawgs with a 7-5 lead, and the bases still loaded. Facing now Jacob Hagman, the left-handed pitcher out of Coastal Bend College, born in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Facing the fan favorite Sanchez, who has walked and scored this inning. First pitch, misses outside, 1-0. Sanchez walked and scored earlier this inning. Also did that in the third, walked and stole a bag and was stranded over at first. Facing Hagman, who made 13 appearances with the Cougars at Coastal Bend College this season. 1-5, 47 innings pitched, had a whip of 1.81 and 41 Ks. That pitch misses up 2-0. Aura is a big thing for people these days, and you wonder if at this point Sanchez's aura is keeping pitchers out of the strike zone as he's walked 3 times. Still looking for his first hit of the season. The 2-0. Misses low, 3-0. Already 2 runs walked in this inning. I guess technically one was hit by a pitch in what has been a 5-run frame for the Dawgs. Sanchez well ahead, 3-0. Walked again. Another run comes in. It is the 4th walk for Sanchez today. The 6th run of the inning for the Dawgs. It's 8-5. As the beat goes on for Okotoks. That'll bring Jake Skaggs to the plate. Skaggs walked and scored earlier this inning as well. He also doubled and scored back in the third. Hagman comes set. First pitch. Misses low, 1-0. For the Dawgs, I would imagine that red light is on. Certainly first pitch anyway. But maybe even until you see a strike up there. as Hagman comes set, the 1-0. Chop to second. Tough play, charging it, throwing it to first and ending the inning is McTavish, but not before. A 3-run home run from Nash Crowell just got things started. It's 8-5 now for the Dawgs after a 6-run inning. We go to the 6th with the home side looking to hold on to their lead.
Now pitching for your Dawgs, Alberta State Community College, number 39, Trey Macwood. The catcher, number 17,
So Drew Buford comes to the plate in a bit of a different situation than the last time Lethbridge was batting, as they now find themselves in a hole for the first time today. 8-5 as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. It's against a new pitcher into the ballgame, Trey Macwood, out of the Dawgs Academy, attending FloCollege out in Texas. Making his second appearance of the season. First pitch is foul, tipped for a strike, 0-1. This year, Macwood at FloCollege got into 5 games, pitching 4 1/3, walked 3, struck out 4, and had a 4.15 ERA. The 0-1, nice breaking pitch, drops in, it's 0-2. Macwood takes the long look in. Now comes set, the 0-2 pitch. Just missed outside, it's 1-2. Macwood got into 5 games with the Dawgs a season ago, pitching in 6 innings, striking out 8. This season, 0-1 in his 1 game with an inning pitched and 2 walks. So that one misses up and away, 2-2. So he had a tough outing against Medicine Hat, giving up 2 earned runs in a third of an inning with walking 2 and facing 3 batters. So the ERA doesn't look awesome, but those numbers change rather rapidly this time of year as that pitch is fouled away, so we'll do it again. That pitch is fouled away. Couldn't see what happened from here, but it deserved applause anyway. Although a couple of the applause were from people who wanted the ball to be thrown to them anyway, so who can really say? The 2-2. Just missed 3-2. As Paez was ready to start the around the horn on the infield. But instead, just working the calves out a little bit. Got to hop here and keep them loose after a long inning. So now the 3-2. Missed, ball 4. And the Bulls now have the first man on. It's the second time Buford's been on today. And that'll bring Pulls to the plate. Axel Pulls has played a very good shortstop. Had an RBI ground out in the second and is 0 for 2. That pitch misses low and away, 1-0. Now all of a sudden the strike zone has been difficult to locate for both sides. Mackwood just 3 walks and 4 1/3. That throw over not in time. Buford diving back in. It's the bottom of the order that has done or did quite a bit of damage for Lethbridge earlier in the ball game with 2 home runs coming from Blanchard and McTavish at the bottom of the order. The 1-0 skips in there, 2-0. Early part of the season, yes, a lot of players, obviously, that this is extended for most, if not all. But early part of the season here, getting your legs back under you after easing into things, now getting back into the competitive spirit. Might take a little bit for everyone to find their footing, so to speak. Count now 2-0. Big swing and a miss there. It's 2-1. Aggressive attack there from Pulls. Took a big cut up there. Not an overly aggressive lead at first. The pitch, big swing and a miss. That pitch was diving inside. Nicely done. It's 2-2. To the shortstop out of Everett Community College, born in Blaine, Washington. The 2-2. Skies this ball. Right center field, 2 coming in on it, 1 going back. Eventually, the play made by Kraus, the center fielder, and there's 1 away. That is always the center fielder's ball if he can get there. And he was able to range over and get a big first out. To bring Dylan Blanchard back to the plate. Blanchard hitting his 3rd home run of the season earlier today. A solo home run in the 2nd inning. That made it 3-0 at the time. That pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. He was followed by a home run from McTavish. Blanchard out of Magnolia, Arizona. Takes that pitch inside. Sorry, Arkansas. Apologies. Takes that pitch inside. Arkansas out of Southern Arkansas University. I think by now I would know my state abbreviations. The 1-1. Nice breaking pitch. Not nice enough, and it's 2-1. Early season for the broadcasters, too, you know? But a good pitch there. At least gets that in the hitter's mind. It's 2-1. Again, not much of a lead over at first from Buford, the catcher. That pitch misses now, and it's 3-1. Again, with Brennan McTavish waiting on deck. Long look in from the righty, the 3-1. Catches the outside corner. It's 3-2. A bit of a disagreement from Blanchard, although not necessarily a vocal one. But a good pitch there from Mackwood gets him back into this at bat, and it's 3-1 or 3-2. And this pitch skied into center field. Kraus took a couple steps back, now eases his way in. He'll settle under it to make the play for out number 2. Couple hard hit balls to center field, but settled under nicely. And the batter now, Brendan McTavish. McTavish had his first hit of the season in this game. It was a home run in the second. Looking to spark this Lethbridge team again as that pitch misses inside 1-0. McTavish out of Midland College, a Lethbridge boy. That pitch misses outside 2-0. Looking to turn this over to the top part of the order. And a Lethbridge Bulls team that has put up some numbers offensively this season. Needs to put up a few more. The 2-0 chopped foul, and it's 2-1. No activity on either side's bullpen now in the top of the sixth inning in what has turned into a perfect day out here at Siemens Stadium. Dawgs with the edge. The pitch chopped to first. Foul again, 2-2. Tavish this year, a redshirt freshman with Midland College. Getting some good hacks in here early in the year with Lethbridge. Pitcher comes set. Now the 2-2. Flared out into left center field. This one could be trouble. Skaggs racing over. So is Kraus. Neither will get there. It drops in and goes all the way to the wall. Racing around third. Coming around is Buford. The cutoff is missed. It will roll into the infield, allowing Buford to score. And the Bulls trying to climb their way back into it. Now it's 8-6. It's an RBI double for Brendan McTavish as he stung that ball out to left. Getting Lethbridge back into this one.
Center field, number 7, Jalen Ryan.
And getting back to the top of the order now for Jalen Ryan. So an RBI, and the big day continues for McTavish. For Ryan now looking for his second hit of the ball game, 1 for 3. First pitch sails 1-0. Ryan, with a single in the second inning. Out of Eastern Arizona College, born in El Paso, Texas. The 1-0. Stung out to right field. Going back on it as Eisman, he will make the play and end the inning, but not before the Bulls strike back for 1. Still have some work to do, though. The Dawgs will look to add to a 2-run lead when we come back for the bottom of the 6th.
First base, number 44, Nash Kroll.
So Nash Kroll, who had the big hit in the fifth inning, comes back up here in the sixth. Welcome back to Siemens Stadium, everyone. Dawgs with an 8-6 lead. Kroll just looking for a little base hit, just trying to get on, keep the line moving. Or was looking to hit it about 800 feet as he mighty swing and miss on that one, 0-1. Rolls this one over to third, takes a hop on Turner, who scoops, throws, and gets the out by a step. I believe they call that stick-to-itiveness for Turner over there at third. Gets out number one. Going to bring Brandon Paez to the plate.
Second base, number 23, Brandon Paez.
Paez, the only dog to not reach base in the ball game, has played a sharp second base today. Takes the pitch from Hagman in for a strike, 0-1. That pitch is in there quickly. It's 0-2. Takes outside 1-2. Hagman working quickly. Getting 13 games this year for Coastal Bend College. 41 strikeouts. Whip of 1.81, 8.43 ERA, and 47 innings. Went 1-5. The 1-2. Just missed on the inside part of the plate. Most out on the diamond thought it was a strike, except for the umpire, who does seem to have a bit more of a say on that matter. The 2-2. This one chopped foul. We'll do it again. There seemed to be a bit of a critique coming from the Lethbridge dugout, but that was short-lived. So 2-2 to Paez. Again, redshirting this year at Utah. Out of the Dawgs Academy, born in Montreal. Takes that one low, and he is battled back. It's 3-2. The Dawgs have been working the counts here today, especially the last couple innings. The 3-2 pitch chops that one foul. We'll do it again. Paez splitting time between second and shortstop with the Dawgs Academy this year. With Eric Matchie. I think after a couple of years, I would know that one by now. Looking to get the line moving with Eisman and Matchie on deck and in the hole. The 3-2 goes up and gets that one and fouls it away, so we do it all over again. And the pitch flared out into center field. Hard charging is Ryan. The hat falls off and the ball falls in. It is a base hit for Brandon Paez. So now every Dawgs player today has reached base. It's a single for the second baseman. And with one out, that will bring Barry Eisman to the plate. Eisman, in what will be a familiar call from the last inning, walked and scored. He's reached all three times, 2 singles, and then the walk and the run scored. So he looks to keep the line moving now for the Dawgs. Pulls that changeup foul. It's 0-1. Hagman seemed to have been throwing pretty hard. Just at least eye test wise, and best of my knowledge, we don't have a radar gun here. But that seemed to be the slowest pitch he's had all game. Fought off by Eisman. Now the 0-1. Decides to go the other way, fouling it away. It's 0-2. As he clears the berm over on the left side. Eisman seeing a big jump in the batting average this year after hitting .206 at Montevallo in 2024. Played in 58 games with Nash Kroll at Reinhardt University, hitting .320. And a hole here, though, 0-2. Fouls that one straight back, and if there's not a net there, that one is hitting me right between the eyes. One would presume I would move, but you'd be surprised. I have a bruise on my leg from a slow pitch ball, so let's not go assuming things here. I've been looking to keep things moving with Matchy on deck. Good lead over at first by Paez. Took a lean back, and now it's chomped to second. Could be two. To second, one. Back to first. In time, double play. The middle of the Lethbridge defense has been strong today, and they come up with a big double play ball there. To the seventh we go here at Siemens Stadium. It's a slugfest, and it's a good one. Dawgs have an 8-6 lead. New pitcher into the ball game for the Okotoks Dawgs as we get ready to start the seventh inning. As it will be Nate Charlton, who started the year as number 14 on the roster, is now down to number 22. The lefty out of Mount Hood Community College in Oregon, born in Okotoks, got into 8 games this year with Mount Hood. 13 innings pitched, walked 17, had 6 strikeouts, and a 6.23 ERA. He'll be facing Lee Matsuzaki to lead things off here. It'll be 2-3-4. It's going to say a part of the order that has done some damage for Lethbridge this game, but with 6 runs scored, most of the lineup has done damage, as it has been quite the battle so far in this ball game here today. And who knows what twists and turns we still have for you on a Sunday afternoon in Alberta. As that pitch hits the inside corner, it's 0-1. Charlton comes set. Looked like that was an off-speed pitch, and it's foul in the back behind us. It's 0-2. This is the second appearance of the season for Nate Charlton. He's gone an inning and 2/3 so far this year. Ready's now with the 1-2. Caught the outside corner, strike 3. Gets Matsuzaki looking for a big strikeout to start things off here in the 7th. So Carter Clairhout, who has been hitting the cover off of baseballs this game, comes up with a double and a home run. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Strike 1 so important, especially against the guy who is as hot right now as Clairhout is. The 0-1 takes, and it's 0-2. Clairhout disagrees. And this one a bit vocal. He has to step out. Charlton saw game action on opening day against Medicine Hat, gave up an earned run in 1 2/3 innings. Also a hit walking 2 and striking out 1. The 0-2 to Claire Hout. Chops this one back to the mound. Charlton's got it. And he gets the out. 2 away. That is not a hitter you get soft contact from often. So a big second out there for Charlton will bring Jack Kaliski to the plate. Kaliski doubled and scored in the second and is 1 for 3. Fouls that one away. It's 0-1. Good work here from Charlton, trying to mow down a difficult part of this Bulls lineup. One of these two teams who faced off in the playoffs a season ago, looking to avoid 0-3. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-2. Neither of these teams lost back-to-back games all that often in the regular season last year. Both of them off to 0-2 starts. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Charlton fired up. So is this Okotoks crowd as the Dawgs take an 8-6 lead into the stretch here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks.
Some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so root for the dogs. When it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game.
So, Take Me Out to the Ball Game has been sung. It's time for the bottom of the 7th inning with the Dawgs holding an 8-6 lead here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. The first Sunday of the year has been a perfect one here in southern Alberta. It'll be the bottom third of the Dawgs order. Eric Matchie, Matt Van Slyke, and Jason Areola for the Dawgs here in the home half of the 7th inning. Okotoks with an 8-6 lead. First pitch swinging, popped up over on the right side, and the catch is made for a quick out number 1. As the day continues for Jacob Hagman. Matt Van Slyke comes to the plate now. He who has walked and scored in this game. Hard hit ball to short. Well played. Throw to first in time. Out number 2. Couple of quick outs there. As Poles continues a very good day over at shortstop. Jason Areola, I do want to mention, and probably should have done so earlier in the ball game than this, but huge congratulations to former Okotoks Dawg Jacob Melton, who has become the Dawgs' 5th major leaguer, getting called up earlier today. That pitch in for a strike there, 0-1 to Arriola, who has been hit by a pitch and walked in this game. But yes, Melton getting called up to the big leagues. Pitch a ball 1-1. Courtesy the social media account of Jonathan Hodgson, who used to hold this position. Melton becoming the Dawgs' fifth major leaguer and third active, currently active right now, 2019 WCBL champion, unofficially the 20th WCBL major leaguer, not including coaches or umpires. So a huge congratulations to Jacob Melton for reaching that milestone of. The count is 0-2, and now it's flared out into left field. Long run, and they're not going to get there. Ball falls in front of Ryan for a hit. It skips away. Arriola digging for second, and he'll slide in safely. Jason Arriola, aggressive on the bases, dives into second base with a 2-out double. And the Dawgs look for a little bit more insurance here in the seventh. And now that pitch is in there. 0-1. Hopefully, just had a bit of an audio blip there. Hopefully you have me now. The 0-1. In for a strike, 0-2. Kraus struck out looking to start the ball game, grounded into a double play in the third. Line out in the fifth, also was hit by a pitch in the fifth. Now up here in the seventh in an RBI spot. The 0-2 fights that one away. Keeps it at 0-2. There is some activity down in the Dawgs bullpen, which has traditionally been certainly a strength for this program. And now with the lead here in this game, how big will that lead be? We find out here. Count 0-2. High pop up over to the right side. Coming in on it now is Matsuzaki. He lost it, dives, and he won't get there. One run is in. Rounding second, heading for third now is Kraus. He's caught in a rundown. The run will count as Kraus gets caught up. On his way back to second. Now back to third. Getting chased down, and he is out. Ends up losing the foot race. Eventually, it was Clairhout to get him. It is an RBI double, and I will leave it up to you to figure out what the numbers are for the putout. But either way, the run should count, and the Dawgs should take a 3-run lead into the 8th here at Siemens Stadium. New pitcher into the ball game for the Dawgs as we go to the top half of the 8th inning here at Siemens Stadium. The run did count after the rundown last inning, so it is a 9-6 game for the home side. And looking to hold that lead is Frank Flores out of Colorado Pueblo University and Colorado Springs, Colorado, making his second appearance of the season. Got into his first game of the year against Medicine Hat. We'll get to that one in just a moment as the first pitch to Will Turner is in for a strike, 0-1. For Flores, again, one inning against Medicine Hat, gave up an earned run, 2 hits. In the 5 batters that he's faced, as this ball is grounded up the middle. Nice play at short. Throw to first is in time from the sure hands of Ricardo Sanchez for out number 1. That'll bring Drew Buford to the plate. Buford with a walk and a run scored back in the 6th. He also singled in the 3rd.
Catcher, number 17, Drew Buford.
That first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Had some zip on it, 2-0. Flores working very quickly. The 2-0 pitch. In for a strike, 2-1. Flores this year at Colorado Pueblo got into 6 games, started 2 of them, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 0-2, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. Pitch misses low there, 3-1. And ERA on the 12s. In his first season up here in Okotoks. Working quick, the 3-1. Flared out into right field. Running over is Eisman. More of a trot as he makes the play for the second out. And that will bring Axel Puls to the plate. RBI ground out in the second inning. Looking to get on for the first time today. Out of Everett Community College and born in Blaine, Washington. First pitch misses low and in, 1-0. Again, the bat hasn't necessarily been there today for Puls, but he has played just a marvelous shortstop. The 1-0 hits this ball hard to first. Great glove save by Kroll, and he'll make the play at first to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning from the Dawgs bullpen sends us to the bottom of the 8th. Okotoks looking for some more insurance here at Siemens Stadium.
The shortstop, number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
So Ricardo Sanchez leading things off here in the home half of the 8th inning. Dawgs with a 9-6 lead, facing a new pitcher into the ball game as Samuel Herrera will get into game action here. Herrera out of Dominican University, New York, born in Panama City, Panama. First pitch. Boy, that is some easy jump on that pitch as it's inside 1-0. The righty sets and delivers. That one misses up and in again, 2-0. Not the first pitcher to fall behind Ricardo Sanchez, who walked in the first, walked in the third, walked in the fifth, and walked later in the fifth. So again, still looking for his first hit of the season, but he's walked 6 times. The 2-0. It's 3-0. This is getting comical at this point. Against the debuting Herrera, making his first start in the WCBL. The 3-0. Misses low, ball 4. Another walk for Ricardo Sanchez. His 5th of the ball game. I have 0 confirmation on this, but that has to be close to a record.
Left field, number 3, Jake Skaggs.
And that'll bring Jake Skaggs to the plate as he has come up with a runner on base every time today. Struck out back in the first, had an RBI double in the third, walked and scored in the 5th, and was later put out to end the big 5th inning for the Dawgs. Looking to make the 8th inning a big one as well. Takes that pitch up and away, 1-0. Skaggs off to a good start in his Dawgs career with a 3-for-5 day against Energy City. All 3 hits, extra bases, and he drove in a run. Sanchez with the lead at first. That pitch sails, and it is now ball 6 from Herrera. With Nash Kroll waiting on deck. The righty comes set. Brings it home, and the pitch lined into left field. That is caught on a nice sliding play out in left field. Good play there from Blanchard. An important play by Blanchard, and there's 1 down. That ball was hit on a rope out to the left fielder. Then we'll bring Nash Kroll to the plate. 4 runs batted in on the day. The big hit, a 3-run home run in the 5th inning. Giving the Dawgs some life in this game. They were down 5-2 at that point. Now have a 9-6 lead. First pitch breaking ball. Broke around the strike zone, 1-0. Kroll been part of the Dawgs program since 2019, winning the 18 and under BCS National Championship. Now a mainstay on the team and a big swing and a miss there. 1-1. Part of multiple Dawgs championships here as the team repeated their 3-peat a season ago. Just looking for win number 1 on the year today. The 1-1 fouled back. It's 1-2. Facing Herrera, some what appears to be anyway a power versus power matchup. Herrera did have 38 strikeouts in 45 innings pitched this year for the Dominican University, New York. That pitch misses low, and it'll be 2-2. Pitching for the Chargers out in New York. 9 appearances, 7 starts. It was 4-0 for Herrera this year. 45 innings pitched, as mentioned before, 38 strikeouts, a 5.80 ERA, and a 1.58 whip. The 2-2 to Kroll. Bloops this one over to the right side. Going back on it is Clairhout, and he'll put out his fellow first baseman for out number 2. That'll bring Brandon Paez to the plate. Paez singling in the 6th inning. For a 1-for-4 day for him. Runner at first, 2 away here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. What has been a roller coaster of an afternoon at Siemens Stadium. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Herrera now comes ready with the 1-0 pitch. In on the hands, fouled back. That couldn't have felt awesome. So now 1-1. Herrera comes set. Facing Paez here. The pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 1-2. Always love this about this league. You have Herrera, born in Panama City, Panama, facing Paez, born in Montreal, Quebec, out here in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains in southern Alberta. The count 1-2 with a play-by-play guy from Saskatchewan. Paez will step out again after a redshirt year at the University of Utah. Quickly steps right back in. And the 1-2, nice breaking pitch. That's a heck of a 2-strike pitch. And just a real good take there from Paez, making it 2-2. I don't know how you don't chase that at 2-2. Fouled away, we'll do it again. Dawgs right back at it. They will take the bus out to Brooks for a matchup tomorrow out in Elks Field. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. You can catch right here. Then it's back home on Tuesday for a matchup with these Lethbridge Bulls one more time. And the pitch misses inside. The count runs full at 3-2. So it'll be a running start for Ricardo Sanchez, who needs helps, I guess, out there. It's an awful way of saying it, but kind of pot committed at this point. The 3-2. Sanchez runs. The pitch fouled into his foot, and we'll do it again. It's 3-2. After the Tuesday date at home here for the Dawgs, it is right back out on the road to the fantastic Gulls Stadium in Sylvan Lake. The Dawgs will play a Wednesday matchup there, a Thursday matchup there before coming back home Friday night against Sylvan Lake. And then a pair on the weekend against Energy City on Saturday and Sunday. The pitch just missed outside, ball 4. A 2-out walk. Great at bat there from Paez, who's on for the second time today. Sanchez to second, and there's 2 aboard for Eisman.
Right field, number 28, Henry Eisman.
For Lethbridge, they're actually off, so they could hang out here in Okotoks if they so choose. And then they're back here Tuesday for that matchup against Okotoks. This ball lined into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Sanchez on his horse. He's rounding third, coming home. The throw is not in time. Sanchez scores. It's a 10-6 Dawgs lead here in the 8th. An RBI single for Barry Eisman. And the Dawgs add a little bit more insurance and a 10-run output here today.
Third base, number 13, Eric Matchy.
And that'll bring Eric Matchy to the plate. Just everyone trading spots. Staying at second was Paez. Staying at first was Eisman. Now it's Matchy. That pitch misses inside, 1-0. Matchy having a solid game at third base. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. I suppose technically looking for his first hit of the ball game, although he's been on base twice. The 1-0. Checked his swing, it's 2-0. Was saying before for Lethbridge, they have the day off tomorrow, and then back here for Tuesday against the Dawgs. Then they head out to Swift Current for one on Wednesday, and then a lengthy homestand for Lethbridge. They're not back out on the road for a week until the 11th against Sylvan Lake. The 2-0. Pulled foul. It's a Thursday game and Friday against Energy City. Saturday and Sunday, they host Sylvan Lake, and then Tuesday again, they play Brooks before hitting the road to Sylvan Lake, and then the 4-game set out in Fort McMurray. The 2-1. Matchy pulls it over to short. Play made by Poles. He'll go to second for one. That's all they need. And the inning is over. But some more insurance for the Dawgs, who will take a 10-6 lead to the 9th here from Siemens Stadium.
Now pitching for your Dawgs out of the University of Colorado Pueblo, number 31, Alex Oliver.
Now here in the top half of the 9th inning, new pitcher into the ball game for the Okotoks Dawgs as Alex Oliver will check in. Right-handed pitcher out of Colorado Pueblo University. And the season, generally, when you're saying you're facing... Sorry, I believe we had a bit of a microphone issue there one more time, but either way, it's Alex Oliver into the game now. Single up the middle there for Dallin Blanchard, and it'll be Brennan McTavish up. He is 2 for 3 in the ball game. That pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Oliver pitching on opening day against Medicine Hat, pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs, neither of them earned, 3 hits and 3 strikeouts. The 0-1 chopped over to second. They go to second for the force to 1, back to first, not in time. Hard throw from Sanchez, good stretch from Kroll, but good speed from the second baseman McTavish, who will trade spots with Blanchard, and there's 1 down in the 9th. Fielder's choice. And so with one down now, the batter will be Jalen Ryan. Singled back in the second inning. Looking to add things up here for Lethbridge. That pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Oliver this year at Colorado Pueblo University, 13 games played, 19 and a third innings pitched, 0-1, 11 walks, 17 strikeouts, and a 7.91 ERA. That pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-2. Working quickly here against Jalen Ryan. He's been busy out in center field today. Getting the lead over at first is McTavish. Checking him and coming home now. The pitch. Many here at Siemens Stadium thought that was a strike. The umpire disagrees, and it's 1-2. Crowd behind Oliver again here in the ninth. One away. Jump to second. And Paez can't short hop it. It goes into right field. Rounding second, heading for third is McTavish. And the Lethbridge Bulls are not going quietly this afternoon, as now there are runners on the corners with one away here in the ninth. Heads up base running there from McTavish. Ball wasn't hit hard. A tricky hop for Paez. It's not going to keep it from being an error.
Right field, number 10, Lee Matsuzaki.
And that'll be Lee Matsuzaki, born in Honolulu, Hawaii. He is 0 for 4 on the day. Big swing and a miss there, 0-1. Matsuzaki, one of two Bulls to not reach base today. The 0-1. That one fouled straight back. It's 0-2. Matsuzaki off to a great start this season. Entered the game hitting .600 with a double and 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Looking for another big hit here for the Bulls. With Clairhout on deck, the 0-2. Missed outside. Areola tried to frame it, but couldn't quite get it back across in time. It stays 1-2. Oliver shakes the sign. Now comes set. And the pitch fouls that one straight back. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Jalen Ryan getting a good lead over there at first base. Does not have a, check that, one stolen base this year for Ryan. The 1-2 hit hard to second. Paez knocks it down, goes to second for one, back to first. Not in time. So the run scores, the game continues, it's 10-7, and Matsuzaki stays on first base. That was a bang-bang chance to close out the ball game. Instead, the fielder's choice keeps it alive, and it's Carter Clairhout.
First base, number 23, Carter Clairhout.
So 2 away, it is 10-7, and there's a runner at first base. Kroll was trying to catch Matsuzaki not paying attention with the hidden ball trick, which would be quite a way to end a ball game, but not going to happen here. So here we go. The pitch. Hit hard to second. Paez, who's been busy, fields it, throws it to first, and that's the ball game. The Okotoks Dawgs slug their way out of a hole and pick up win number 1 in their championship defense this season with a 10-7 win here this afternoon at Siemens Stadium. Dawgs with 10 runs on 9 hits and a pair of errors against the Bulls, 7 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. This was quite the day here at Siemens Stadium. A beautiful afternoon. Lethbridge opened the scoring with 4 runs in the second inning. They added 1 more in the third. Dawgs countered with 2 in the bottom half of the third inning. It would stay 5-2 until the 5th when the Dawgs offense explodes for 6. powered by a Nash Kroll 3-run home run. Lethbridge got one back. Dawgs would add one in the 7th, one in the 8th. Lethbridge gets one back in the 9th, but that was it. And for the first time this season, the big dogs eat with a 10-7 win here tonight. Once again, my name is Peter Klein. Thank you so much for joining us here and spending your Sunday afternoon with us at Siemens Stadium. It will not be long for the next Okotoks Dawgs contest as they hit the road getting ready to take on Brooks. That one is coming up tomorrow, and then the Dawgs are back here at Siemens Stadium Tuesday, June 3rd at 7 o'clock against Lethbridge. Tickets available. Just head over to the Dawgs website. One more time, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on your Sunday afternoon. The final score, Dawgs 10 and the Bulls 7. That will do it for us here today at Siemens Stadium. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.